LaBarge Pipe and Steel was a business Craig LaBarge was born into. His father, Pierre, began the company about the time Craig was born. He and his brothers frequently went to the office with their dad, and during high school, Craig spent his summers working in the family business. LaBarge chose to go to St. Louis University for his undergraduate degree, and in 1973 received his Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. During that time, LaBarge Pipe and Steel had ventured into electronics. After graduation, Craig moved to California and then to Oklahoma to learn a different side of the business from the ground up. 6 years later, he was back in St. Louis as the president of the electronics division of LaBarge.
It was a very key point in terms of the history of LaBarge, and it all fell on Craig's shoulders, and he was the one that went out and raised the capital that was needed because people were really making a bet on Craig. And in fact, one of those people became a director many years later because he was so impressed with Craig at the outset.
For Craig, being an entrepreneur is more than just starting a business. It's also about creating an environment where other budding entrepreneurs can flourish. For Craig, what motivates him to be a leader and mentor is the excitement of working with people who aren't afraid to experiment, to make their own decisions, and to know when to correct their course as they go forward.
Craig and I were classmates here. I'm a former member of the board at the university. And so I'm just really happy to see that the university has recognized one of its graduates for the work that's been done. Building his company, servicing the community, and providing for all the employees that LaBarge had over the years, and giving back in the way that he gave back. I think it's a great honor that Craig receives, but I think it's great for the university to really recognize some of its alums in the way they're doing. And I'm really happy that the business school is taking a role in that as a graduate of the business school.
Part of becoming a leader is education. LaBarge says the opportunity to learn from the experiences of other entrepreneurs can accelerate the startup process and improve the odds of success. An entrepreneurial education provides an opportunity to expose people to potential mentors. He wasn't always a mentor. Craig was also on the receiving end of great advice. Over the years, he had mentors who taught him how to run a business and be successful. The biggest was his father, who he sees as the true entrepreneur. Craig grew up talking about and living the business with his dad. This presented a great opportunity to learn from someone he respected. Craig has always believed in the power of entrepreneurial thinking.
When I think of an entrepreneur, I think of someone who is a risk taker and someone who is a leader. And those are certainly two things that Craig exhibited during his career.
During his time at LaBarge, he worked to cultivate an environment where his managers were empowered to make decisions, quote, as if it were their company. He's honored to be inducted into the Smurfit-Stone Entrepreneurial Alumni Hall of Fame at St. Louis University.